Hey guys, Coach Mike here, and today we're going to go over some MLB recap on the last two teams standing. Congratulations to those Tampa Bay Rays and the Los Angeles Dodgers for making it to the World Series. First off, I want to touch bases. Congratulations to Kevin Cash and the Rays. But Cashy, man, I'm telling you what, I don't think that was the right move. It ended up paying off, but you kind of made it a little scary there at the end. I would have left Morton in. I mean, Charlie was on fire, gave up one hit. He was only at about 65 pitches. He was in cruise control. I'm just hoping that you guys are a little bit, I know you've been doing it all year. Playoff time's different. I just hope that you rely on those starters a little bit longer and not burn out that bullpen. Because remember, the more that bullpen is seen, the easier it is for them to hit. And I think John Smoltz last night touched a little bit on that last night in the Dodger-Braves game. I'm telling you what, I love listening to Smoltz call games. He gives that insight that's outstanding. And when you get to playoff time, it's a lot different. You got to rely on those starters, especially when you're playing 7 straight games without those days off in between. Let's go on to the Dodger-Braves game. I've spent all weekend watching my 7-year-old play some travel ball and played in a tournament. And watching those games all weekend was like going into watching the Dodger-Braves game last night was about the same. Poor base running and pitchers that couldn't throw the ball in the zone. I mean, it was tough to watch 7-year-olds do it, and it was also tough to watch major leaguers do it. Let's start off. The last 10 years, it is around 40% of leadoff walks score. They were 100% last night. One in the first and one in the fourth inning. You have to go after those leadoff hitters. Leadoff walks kill, and it killed the Braves, it killed the Dodgers twice last night. Now the other fact is with 2 outs, your goal is to get off the field as a pitcher as fast as possible. And the 2-out walk killed the Braves. Right there, Anderson had a chance of having his first 1-2-3 inning, and he falls behind and walks JT, and then he falls behind Muncy and gives up a double, and then Will Smith's able to hit a single to score 2 runs with 2 outs. He gets 2 quick outs, and then he goes and walks that last guy for that 2-out walk. You got to stay away from the 2-out walk, and you got to attack hitters to start the inning. Those are the 2 biggest crucial things, in my opinion, as a pitcher. You got to go after those guys. I mean, I think there was 11 walks in the game. Just terrible by all means. I mean, not a lot of command from these guys. They're throwing 100% max effort, trying to throw nasty stuff in the zone. There's not a lot of whole setting up and putting guys away and hitting spots and doubling up. You don't see a lot of that stuff. You just see guys just trying to grip it and rip it. And as far as the art of pitching, you're not seeing that much anymore. Now, let's get to the base running that really killed the Braves. Before we get to the second and third with no outs, we had Ozzie Albies walks gets a leadoff walk. Then he steals second base. You have Dansby Swanson up to bat. He's got a man on second with no outs, and it's a 2-2 game in the fourth inning. They have the whole infield shifted over to the left side. In that standpoint, as soon as Albies steals second base, as a hitter, that mindset needs to change, right? You're not up there trying to hit a jet, even though everybody's up there trying to get some tilt, launch angle, and hit balls out of the ballpark. But winning baseball is with a man on second base with less than 2 outs. As a right-handed batter or a left-handed, you're trying to hit the ball to the right side. So as a right-handed batter, as Dansby Swanson is, he's trying to drive the ball to the right side. Therefore, he should be looking for a pitch middle away that he can go in and drive that ball to that right side. As Gonsolin's pitching, every ball that he's throwing with his infield playing in the shift, everything he's throwing is away, and he's yanking pitches away. But on all the takes that Swanson's taking, his front hip, his left hip, is flying open like he wants to turn and burn and try to hit a home run like he did in the second inning. And all he needs to do is stay on those pitches and drive it that way. Luckily, he got walked on 4. All Gonsolin had to do was throw a pitch for a strike, and he was going to roll over to short because all he was doing was trying to yank. That being said, he got walked. They were able to advance on like a wild pitch, and now they're here with second and third. They're up by 1 run with no outs. In this situation with no outs, there's two ways to play it as a coach. You're either going on contact or you're going on see it through. With no outs, I would prefer as a coach to make sure to see that ball through, right? Because now you're giving your hitter, in this case Markakis, a chance to drive the ball to the outfield for a sacrifice fly or get a base hit to try to drive in 2. But you're trying to clear the ball in the outfield. If you're going on contact, now you're taking a chance of running yourself into an out at home plate when it's not needed. If you see it through, it's through, you're scoring anyways. Now with 1 out, as you see later, that happens later in the game with the Dodgers, there was 1 out with Chris Taylor on third, and they get a ground ball, but it's 1 out. He's going on contact. It took a nice hop for Ozzie Albies, gets it and throws him out at the plate, which is no big deal. But with no outs, you should be seeing it through, making sure you see it through, and any ball in the air, you're getting back and tagging. With 1 out, I see why you would go contact. So in this situation, it looks like Swanson's going on contact. And let's play it out.
Nick Markakis with second and third, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch to Markakis. He swings and grounds one right to Turner. And now caught in a rundown is Dansby Swanson. And now Swanson is tagged out and going to third base, and tagged out is Riley. A double play. Some bad base running, and the Dodgers say thank you very much.
Yeah, the Dodgers got lucky also because that was not really a tech.
As soon as that play happened, I feel bad, but I started yelling at my kids because it seems like nobody understands the game anymore. And this gets back to what I believe is the analytic department. I feel like they're trying to run out baseball coaches in the minor leagues. They're trying to get rid of more teams. The commissioners getting rid of more teams in the minor leagues. But it's because you don't have good coaching, because they're getting rid of baseball coaches and they're bringing in analytic people to just feed information off the computer. And this is the stuff that cost you, and for the Braves, cost them a chance to go into the World Series. But in this situation right here,
third, nobody out. The 2-2 pitch to Markakis.
If it's on contact, Swanson's going. As soon as Turner throws the ball home, Riley needs to get to third base. So as soon as he throws the ball home, Riley needs to be going to third base. Swanson's thinking, this is not Little League, right, guys? This is the major leagues. He's out. All he's trying to do is stay in this rundown as long as he can for Markakis to get to second base. So now once he's out, all that happens is you're back to second and third with 1 out. So you don't lose anything on this play. So right away, he's out. So he's trying to stay in the rundown as long as possible. Okay? And I think he does a good job at it.
Turner, and
so
now
he gets him run back, and he's looking for them to deliver a throw.
Swanson.
So he delivers a throw, and he's gone. For whatever reason, Riley is in no man's land, just dancing around. You were taught this at a young age. When a guy's in a rundown, that trail runner, you get to that next bag. Make them run the guy that's in the rundown all the way back to the bag to where there's 2 guys standing. Make them run him back. And all he had to do was get to third base. If he gets to third base, Markakis would have a chance of getting to second base if he's running hard, as he should be. Because I think Swanson did a great job of staying in the rundown and forcing that extra throw. Ultimately,
and
saw what happened.
Swanson
he gets tagged out. Riley's in no man's land. Then tries to go to third and gets thrown out for a double play. And that was so costly for the Braves and completely shut down their momentum. I mean, I believe that they were going to score at least 1 or 2 more runs that inning, and that's the difference in the ball game. So Dodgers, congratulations to you. Rays, same thing. Congratulate you guys as well. But remember, guys, My bet is the team that's going to win is the one that trusts their starting pitching and that allows their starters to pitch like they're supposed to. Go deep in the games and then rely on those relievers for that short amount of time that they need to be in the game. Because in a 7-game series, as you can see, the Dodgers are running thin right now because they're blowing out their bullpen, and the Rays almost gave it up to the Astros because they weren't quite trusting their starters. So I believe the winner of this is who trusts their starting pitching. Go out there, outwork, outplay. Hey guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you haven't already, check out my weighted baseball throwing program. I'll link the videos below.